Welcome to Hattiesburg, Mississippi, home to the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles, and fans have been eagerly anticipating this matchup at The Rock. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see, the Groupers taking on last year's national champions, the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Golden Eagles ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Groupers offense comes onto the field first today. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Spins away from the defender. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was 2nd and long. They weren't expecting the run. So now we've got 3rd and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball again here?
To the ground to try to move the chains. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The Groupers will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles offense will go to work for the first time today. It's not always easy to know what you're going to get when you come into a new situation as a transfer, but one thing, David, that will translate for this guy, when there's a hole, he knows how to hit it.
Yeah, and how nice is it to have a guy, man, you know exactly what he is, who he is. He's been around your program. He knows the lessons you want him to teach. He's the guy you want him to be. And now he gets to step in as a senior with all that experience and lead this squad.
Yeah, and David, he's worked so hard for this moment too, right? This guy put his heart and soul into the off-season workout program, knowing this day was inevitably going to come. He's going to have an opportunity in this game to stat it up. He's going to get the ball early. He's going to get it often. A lot of people really excited to see how he plays in this one.
He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Got his man downfield. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
End to the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Southern Miss. They're on the board first here in the season opener. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Now this offense is back on the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Give to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? And the groupers will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Power football with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Let's chat for just a moment about Southern Miss. They won their first national championship last year, something I know many in the fan base thought would never happen. And now, also for the first time, they're the hunted. How do you handle that over the course of the season?
You got to raise your sense of urgency, no question about it. David, every day this offseason has felt like a celebration on campus for their fans. Winning that title a year ago, but now you've got to know you've got the target on you.
I get that. I understand that. But if you're a fan, keep celebrating, baby, because you got your first natty, man. It's fantastic. Whatever happens this year, who cares? You got a ring. You were the Kings.
The Golden Eagles will line it up on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
They feed him again. Turning it on. Got enough space. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the point pushes the lead to 14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Western Michigan was far from the friendly confines of Kalamazoo, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Offense making its way onto the field was starting to drive. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Back to the ground with the running back. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
I just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
Under fire. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He'll haul it in right around the logo. Bottled him up, not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. We've reached the end of the quarter, guys, and Southern Mississippi has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll give it to the back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Let's talk for a minute about Southern Miss. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul. Breaks into the open. Big time run on that one as he goes out of bounds right at the 10.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
And the Golden Eagles looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. In the red area, it's Jackson. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. White going to attack through the air. It's complete! And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Going for the marker on the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Southern Miss!
All you can say is how impressive impressive has this team been at home today in all three facets of the game? Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half of the home team.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
It just looked like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He lobs one high down the left side. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse.
It's so easy to be up here in the booth and say, you should have put more zip on that. Sometimes you got to use the lob wedge. That time, you probably should have used the drive.
They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. From the gun, the ground game.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
The Golden Eagles have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
And the Golden Eagles will snap it on 1st and 10.
Get set.
To the air on 1st down. They're setting up the screen. Oh, it's out! Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The Golden Eagles can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. White wants to throw it. He's got it. He's right there to stop him, but the quick throw and catch enough to give them the 1st down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing 1st downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing 1st downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Fires to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on 1st down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
Right on the money. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the 4th quarter.
Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. From the red zone, looking for a space. They'll run the screen. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi. A great catch and run for 6.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Finds the tight end. He'll go out of bounds at the 22, methodically moving it away from their own end zone. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Here comes the option. Now the pitch. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. The groupers will punt this one away. Let's see what he can do with it. He gets a block. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking for room. It's Jackson. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Hattiesburg. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the Rock.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the groupers will kick it off to start the second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Slips through the line. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. They'll open the second half with a run. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead. But you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. White going to attack through the air. Gets it out fast. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. And the Golden Eagles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They go to the ground. Oh, what a move to get room. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
Wow, 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
The Golden Eagles will snap it on 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Miss.
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he added the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Kennesaw State has the lead right now, but this crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 10 over the Groupers. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. The give on the option. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him one.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The give to the back. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Sets up the screen. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Groupers send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. This offense has it with really good field position. Pulls and fires complete. Wide open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead. They're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats. Here,
he's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
You got to be so disciplined when you play the option. You got to keep your eyes on your guy. They lost track of the pitch, man. The quarterback pitches it to him. He takes it in the house. Got to be a little bit more sound on defense.
And it's blocked. He's got it, and he can go with it. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Touchdown, Southern Miss. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And how about this defense making plays? Not only do you force the fumble, the awareness to scoop it up. Understand the difference between trying to jump on it but pick it up and make a play. They make a play. In this offense, they have not put together a lot of scoring drives, and now they give up points on the other end. They got to get it together.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own. Just keeps moving. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Goes to the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the groupers will line up to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Across the 45. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
Caught in the backfield, it's Carter. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down, it's 2nd and 10. White wants to throw it. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. 3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Converts on 4th down. Still going. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. And the Golden Eagles are flying down the field. Run in the red zone. It's Gray. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. They marched 56 yards to the end zone. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Tight end now in motion. They'll go right back to him. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got it. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
At the 39. Good enough for a first down.
We've reached the break. It's Southern Mississippi on top. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Throws to the back. And he can't complete the first pass. Let's see if he can get settled. The groupers will send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Play callers love it offensively when you can run the football when the other team knows you're going to do it. That is called imposing your will. And here in the fourth quarter, with the lead, very first play of the drive, you break off a nice run. He might just call the exact same play right again here.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. White going to attack through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Great place to start for this offense. Wants to go up top on 1st down. The throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win. Fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
And the groupers come to the line with a new set of downs. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, groupers.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. BYU is just steamrolling its way to victory today. No way the experts saw this coming. A lead that just keeps growing and growing.
Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to...
Turning it on! They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
there are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Golden Eagles come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. White wants to throw it. Unloads it left. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
The defense did a really nice job on that play, closing in on the intended target. They had two guys near that ball.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Trying to keep the drive alive. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
How about that? You got the lead late in the game. Get some first downs, salt this clock away. This is the exact position you want your offense in.
Imposing their will, right, David? I mean, we know we're running it. You know we're going to run it. We're trying to ice this game. There's nothing you can do to stop us.
He's got it on the run. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. And the Golden Eagles trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. He's looking to pass. Fires into the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs him for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Game one, you want to come out, put drives like that together, score a bunch of points, and especially at home. Give your home crowd something to get excited about. They have today. They've been jacked up, and they're going to go 1-0.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Got his man quickly. Breaks into the open. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
Love the route there by the tight end in man-to-man coverage. He's able to separate from the defender, and then once he has the ball, he's able to rip through the tackle and go get more yards.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
Setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Groupers are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Groupers will try to pin them back with the punt. He's got great speed. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
Wants to go up top. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.